Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, June 28th, 2024, and welcome to Capital Markets Quickie, where we bring you up to speed on the latest market moves every weekday morning. I'm your host, Endrit Cela. So let's dive into what happened in the markets yesterday. U.S. stocks were a mixed bag as investors assessed fresh economic data ahead of an important inflation reading that could influence Federal Reserve policy. The Standard & Poor's 500 fell a bit more than 0.1% after closing near an all-time high on Wednesday. The Dow Jones Industrial Average slipped 0.2%, while the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite managed to rise more than 0.1%. Bullishness around AI has been a major driver, lifting the Standard & Poor's 500 to a 15% gain this year. However, there are growing concerns that the rally could be at risk if the handful of tech companies driving most of those gains stop topping already lofty expectations. For instance, shares of memory maker Micron slid about 6% in early trading, while Nvidia was down nearly 2%, reviving worries of a return to the sell-off that rattled markets last week. Investors were also weighing a new batch of economic data ahead of the PCE inflation print due today, which will be crucial in shaping the Fed's thinking on the timing of interest rate cuts. A reading on initial weekly jobless claims came in at 233,000, a decrease of 6,000 from the previous week, according to the Department of Labor. This was below the consensus expectation of 235,000. However, recurring jobless claims rose to their highest level since late 2021, suggesting it's taking longer for unemployed people to find jobs. Real gross domestic product, or GDP, increased at an annual rate of 1.4% in the first quarter of 2024, according to the third estimate by the Bureau of Economic Development released yesterday morning. This was slightly higher than the prior estimate of 1.3%. On the corporate front, Levi Strauss shares sank over 16% following a second quarter revenue miss for the jeans seller. Investors will be keeping an eye on Nike's quarterly results after the bell for more clues about consumer resilience. So, that's the rundown for today. Keep an eye on that PCE inflation report and the corporate earnings to see how they might sway the market's next move. Thanks for tuning in to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm Endrit Cela, and I'll catch you tomorrow with more market updates.